Hey guys, so I wanted to do just a little video on something that happened tonight at one of my events, and it really just struck something in me that I feel like is really, really important in our businesses that I think that a lot of us really tend to try and give up sooner than later. And I want to agree with you on the fact that I feel the same way, and I've been through that, and I want to tell you why you should not give up on your businesses. If there's anybody who's watching this that is struggling with their business, or you're not understanding your purpose, whether it be in life or, in where you're at in your business specifically, I hope that this story can give you some hope and make you realize that, just pressing forward and pushing through, even when there's a million things going on and you feel like you're not adequate or you're not good enough to do the task. I want you to realize how important you truly are and how big of a difference you can make. Let me take my glasses off, even though I cannot see without them. They always do a glare on these videos. So tonight I was at an event, and I don't really do a lot of events because they just are very time consuming, but I do like doing them for the network marketing. So I did an event tonight, and I got there, and it was just a super busy day, just from beginning to end, and I barely had to stop myself to eat. Like, there was no time. And so I got there, and the event started, and sometimes those of you who have done events, you know that they're like hit or miss. So you kind of get the vibe at the beginning, and you're like, oh gosh, this is going to be, a long few hours. And I'm getting a few sales here and there, but it's nothing to what I wanted, right? So anybody who's done events, you buy all the stock, and you're like, okay, it's going to be great. All these people are going to order and buy all this stuff. It's going to be awesome. And so I was getting really discouraged, and I was even going to leave early. And this lady comes up to me, and she loves the diffuser. And so I tell her all about it. And I'm like, it's on sale this month, but it's not going to be on sale next month. So just make sure that if you want one, that you come back. Because people, a lot of times at events, they'll go, okay, well, we're going to come right back. And you're like, okay. And so I'm like, all right, well, make sure you come back, because I'm going to leave, at about 9 or whatever time, that you leave for your event. And so they go inside. This is for like a fashion show. And I'm like, I have got to go. It was like 8:45, and I'm tired. I have to work tomorrow. So I'm like, I've got to pack up. And so I'm packing up, and literally this lady comes out, the lady that met me earlier about the diffuser. And I'm like, no way. I mean, you guys, I literally had everything packed up. I did not even have a catalog out. I had everything packed and stacked in on my little roller thing that I bring to events to bring out to my car. And she goes, I really, really want a diffuser. Can I buy the one off of you? And I told her, I said, I just can't give you that, because that's my home diffuser, and I would feel terrible like giving you a diffuser that's been used. Let me order you one. I'm about to close the party. And I told her, please just trust me. I have a big customer base here in town. Let me get your name and number. I'll text you right now so you have my number. And so she's smelling the scents because she wanted some oils, not scents, oils. And it ends up being like a $156 order. And she wanted warmers, but she didn't have time to look through the ones I had. So I gave her a catalog. But anyways, long story short, as she's smelling the oils, she says, I tell her, I'm like, well, let me ship it to me, because she was not far from me. I said, and when it comes in, we can meet up. Are you going to be in Greenville soon? And she goes, well, I'm actually going to be in Greenville next week. And I said, well, where are you going to be at? I can meet you. And she goes, well, I'm going to be at the Leo Jenkins Cancer Center. And for those of y'all that don't know, I started working on 1 South, which is a cancer floor for surgical cancer patients, a few months ago. And so when she said that, I was like, man, all right, God, like what's going on? Like, there's a reason you have her here right now. And she literally starts just crying. She's like, because I have to get chemo. And I told her, what kind of floor I worked on, and that I haven't personally seen, or I haven't personally been through that. But I've watched my family go through it, and I've watched my patients go through it. And so I know how hard it is. And she literally said that she just wanted a diffuser so she could feel rested. She said she walked by my booth, And she felt so calm when she saw it was the Evolve diffuser. Sorry, I'm trying not to get choked up, but it was the Evolve diffuser, and she said she just felt so calm whenever she walked by, and that she wanted that because she didn't know if she was going to do chemo again. She had been in remission for 15 years, and the cancer came back. And so, long story short, the point of this video is I want each of you to know that your movement and where you are, what decisions you make with your business and in life are so important. If I wouldn't have been there at that time, I was going to pack up earlier, but I said, I'm just going to wait. If I wouldn't have been there, I wouldn't have ran into her. And I invited her to our church, and, I got her number, but, you never know whose life you're going to affect. You never know where that business spring is going to come at that you've been waiting for. She spent $156 too, and I was not expecting that. I was expecting to go home and I wanted to be with my family at this point, to be completely honest. I was exhausted. And so I knew, though, that God needed her to meet me there. And so I told her I was going to pray for her, and she was just tearing up. And so those of you that are struggling in your business, or you feel like you don't know if you're out where you need to be, I want you to know that you're out where you need to be. You are not here by happenstance. You're not here because, it just randomly happened. You were in our Anchored Sense group because you were prayed in, because you came in at the perfect time, and because you have a purpose. And you have a purpose in everybody's life that you can touch through Scentsy. And so when you have that home party and nobody shows up, I want you to know there's a reason that you need to be there with that host. When you have an event that you do that you feel like is slow, hang in there. Hang in there until the end, because you never know when somebody's going to come up to you and they're going to be able to bless you and you can bless them. Whenever you have, somebody fall through that wants to join your team and they say, no, I'm not going to do it right now. Don't just brush them off. Keep them, keep hanging on to them and letting them see you work your business and act like you genuinely care about people. It's so important, especially for me. I'm always on the giving end. I'm always giving and giving and giving. And I feel like it's so important for you to have those people in your life that can give back to you so you can receive. There's people in my life that literally I know that I can count on them. If I'm having a bad day, I can count on them to give me encouragement, to pray for me, to tell me it's okay, Chloe, you're not a superwoman, because let's be real, I'm not. I'm just like, you guys, we're all the same. But I want you to know that the purpose of this video is because I feel like there's somebody watching it that needs to know that you're valued and that your worth matters, and that every single thing that you do, every decision you make in your business and in your life is going to affect somebody else. And so I want you to think through your business, to be brave, to make decisions that go out of your comfort zone, to know that where you're placed is at a specific time and destination. It's not just coincidence that I was at this event tonight. I wasn't even supposed to be there. It was randomly. I had a friend who told me about the event when I was at work a few weeks ago, and she was going to do it, but she couldn't do it because she moved. And so I know that I was supposed to be there for a reason, and I just hope that you guys know through your business that you truly matter. You truly matter to your customers. You truly matter to your hosts. You truly matter to those people who just buy wax from you, maybe a bar or two, and they're not big spenders. You matter. Everything that you do matters. And so hopefully that can give you some encouragement and can keep you pushing through, because the spring is going to be awesome. And I love each of you so much, and I truly value each of you and the work that you put into your business. And not just that, but the love that I see you show for your friends and your family, and those of you that I know personally. I really respect the leaders that you are. For the leaders on this page, you're amazing. It's hard to do, but you guys do it, and you do it well. So I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a great, great day tomorrow.